Hey guys, here today we've got a special guest with us. We've got Peaches here. Now I've had Peaches, this is her 7th year, and I thought why not do something special for her. So we've got this really old cage, it's a bit worn out around the outside, so I thought why not go ahead and wrap this cage for her and make it look cool. So stick around and I'll show you how I do it. Okay, so we're going to start with our design, and I've gone ahead and found my two elements that I was looking for. I found an animated peach and an animated ice cream. We're going to go ahead and put those two together and maybe do a background with almost a orange or salmon kind of color. And once we put those together, I'm going to start designing around our box and then go ahead and print. So let's get to design. So the first thing we need to do is import our two elements. And now what I want to do is I want to put them together so it almost kind of looks like they were meant to be. Just go ahead and delete what we don't need. We're going to be going with a softer color, and I kind of want the two to match rather than having too much of two different colors here. After all, the lizard is a female, so we've got to try and stick to those kind of colors. I think that background might be right. Let's go ahead and add some outer glow. I think that looks quite nice. That makes it a little bit more bold. We'll go ahead and do the same thing to the ice cream. There we go. Okay, so that looks cool over there. I just would like to maybe rotate this a little bit so it looks a bit funky. Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to multiply these so it becomes a mirage of all of these two in random places all over the background. And then once I've done that, I'm going to cut out the areas that I need so that we can go ahead and use them per panel on top of each side. So let's quickly go ahead and let's just quickly measure this. So it's going to be about 100 plus minus. So I would like to make these guys a little bit smaller, and we can actually merge them. Let's make them a smidgen smaller. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pre-select this color. We're going to delete this rectangle because I'm going to change the background to be that color instead. So now that the background is the color that I'm looking for, now all we have to do is copy all of these and then move them out across the page. Okay, so now what we can do is we can go ahead, select all of these, group them together. Okay, so now it's all one piece. There we go. Just delete that. Okay, so that looks good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to now cut out the items that I need to the size that I've measured my box. So in order to get a background, we're going to need to draw a rectangle with a stroke around it so that we at least know exactly where to cut our square or rectangle vinyl. We go ahead and do that. And as you can see, there's a slight border around it but not big enough, so we'll just go ahead and make it bigger. And then we can now start changing the size. Now we need to make sure it's exactly the same size as what we've got to cut out. So we just go ahead and do that. And then we can also do it for the rest of them as well. Okay, now all we need to do is copy this particular one because I need 2 of those. Okay, and there we have it. Now I've set up everything I need to. I'm going to go ahead and save this for print, and then I'll see you at the printer. We're going to print this on our XP600 UV printer, and the media that I'm going to use today is our normal 3164 XG. I'm going to use this because I really want some nice tackiness to the vinyl. I also want to block out any of the wood that you could see from behind, and I need it to also last as long as possible. It's a 5-year vinyl. And on top of that, once we've printed, we can immediately go straight to laminating it with our matte lamination, purely because I want it to be protected and I want this to last as long as possible. And then to wrap it, we're just going to go straight ahead, straight onto the wood, and apply it with a squeegee without any water, purely because there's grooves inside the wood, so I'm not worried about any bubbles. And then we'll trim it up, and then we should be finished. Okay guys, we finished wrapping it up. It looks really cool. I love the color scheme. Now all we have to do is throw Peach's stuff inside, put her inside, and let's see if she likes it.
"2023 marks the 10th anniversary of AM.CO.za in the South African market. And through that time, we have experienced considerable growth and expansion with the support of our valued customers. To mark our 10th anniversary, we have bought a warehouse at Sunny Rock in East Rand, and we will commence with renovation and construction in 2023. The facility will comprise a massive 2,000 square meter warehouse, 300 square meters of demonstration space, 150 square meters of sales space, and 400 square meters of spare parts storage on the top floor. 550 square meters of showroom space on the middle floor. 400 square meters for Machine.Africa for machine repairs with its own dedicated entrance. And a 250 square meter tea garden and coffee shop for your convenience. Our group now comprises 4 businesses. AM.CO.za is our main business and supplies the machines, spare parts and consumables. Machine.Africa does the installations for our clients and handles on-site and factory repairs. Ambitious Academy ensures that our clients achieve the very best levels of productivity by providing training and certification. And our automated AI-driven online store, Buy This, brings all products online and distributes countrywide. We invite you to be part of this exciting journey as we establish our new headquarters. Watch as the process unfolds and be part of the adventure to meet all of your machinery and productivity needs with this magnificent new facility. AM.CO.za. Achievement matters.